Alright, hey, it's Travis. I'm just kinda, I don't know what the words are right now, but it's July 16th, middle of July, and these are just kind of my thoughts at 10:46 in the morning. So, yeah. I've been up since 8-ish, had about 3 or 4 hours sleep because my adorable little kitten decided to keep me up. Yeah, because kittens. But yeah, I don't blame her, but she's just a kitten. Anyway, there's a lot in my mind right now, so I'm just kind of walking around the house, spilling my thoughts, and here they are. Well, I guess the first thing on my mind would be the whole situation with Robin. It's been just over a month since she moved out, and yeah, this is a mess. I don't know how to describe it other than a mess. All I really know for certain is someone above is trying to look out for me, giving me the tools I need and the knowledge I need to get through this. So, I don't know what y'all's beliefs are, but somehow my rent got paid without me doing anything about it, so got no logical explanation other than a gift from above. So, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth about that. Anyway, Robin's been kind of odd as of recently. It's like she kind of can't let go. I'm probably not using very descriptive language or the correct words about it, but I'm kind of grasping at straws about all this. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with any kind of situation like this, so you'll have to bear with me. But anyway, she keeps saying that she made her choice, etc., and well, last night she just randomly came over out of the blue. Said one of the cats had gone missing, which, I'll be honest with you. The cat in question is 15 pounds. She is very, very, very fat. And she's not easily lost. Let's be honest. If you have a cat that's like big, chunky, and fat, they're going to be easy to spot. Because, yeah. Now, if it was, let's say, Savannah right here. Say hi, Savannah. Hi. Now, she is a little escape artist. Well, she likes to play hide and seek too. And yeah. Now, as for Luna, my adorable gray kitty, she's an escape artist. She'll just push her way out through the air conditioner. It's like, okay, I want out now. I'm going to go for a walk. I'll see you later, Dad. And she comes back whenever she wants. So, okay. Life moves on. Okay, now back to what I was saying about Robin. She just comes up, says, hey, have you seen Mira? I can't find her. I think she might have got out. And this was after kind of a terse, I think, conversation through Facebook saying, hey, oh, sorry. This is the first time I've used a selfie stick, so bear with me. I'm just trying to hold the camera semi-steady with it. Anyway, after a rather terse conversation through Facebook comments and a bunch of other stuff, she appears, comes in, plops herself on the couch, and we're having a talk about all the stuff that's going on. Oh boy, that was a lot of fun. So, yeah. Anyway, I basically told her through Facebook that what needed to be discussed, I'm not having this discussion online or through text messages or on the phone because it's a heavy issue. Her doctor called me 3 times in one morning within, I think, 15 minutes. Then sent me an email saying she has been trying to get Robin in to see a psychiatrist. So I was like, okay, I'll pass the message on. Just send it to my email. I forwarded it to Robin's email. Sent her a text message saying, hey, they're trying to get a hold of you. You need to call them. And the response I got later that day was upset, to say the least. And a few 4-letter words were hurled my way about it, but... So, I'm trying to not be too harsh or judgmental or any of that shit, but... even I know what's going on there. Stigma. Stigma of being branded. Now, I've been through it. And honestly, it sucks. So, I get how she feels about it. I didn't like the idea of going to see a psychiatrist. But, I did. Yeah, you heard me say it first. I've been to see a psychiatrist. Does it make me... I don't know what the term she used was... damaged or having mental problems? No. We all have issues. It's how we deal with them that makes us special. And how we get through them. That determines how far we go in life. And, yeah, I've been through depression, anxiety, I have ADHD, and it's a ball of wax. But, I get through it. I've had to find my own coping mechanisms. And sometimes they work pretty damn well. So, anyway, Robin really needs to see a psychiatrist to get a handle on all of everything that she's been dealing with. Like, alright, I'm going to try and just be as gentle as possible on this. Divorce, losing custody of her kids, the financial meltdown that she's going through, basically, and is about to blow up, issues with me, issues with past relationships, current relationship with the dude she's staying with. Yeah, it's a mess, to say the least. Anyway, for some reason she seems to think that... sorry, my thoughts are a little jumbled. ADHD. You know what it's like. She seems to think that me suggesting she move back home here is pressuring her for something she's not ready for. No, sorry, but that's not true. If I were pressuring her for something, I'd be like, oh my god, let's go get married now that you can. Like, I mean, sure, I still have the engagement ring right here. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. Yeah, I still got it. But it's staying in the box. I mean, I would love for her to just randomly appear at the door one day and say, hey, Travis, I screwed up. Marry me. But she's not ready. I'm not ready. The whole point of me asking her to move back home... Here, I'll show you. It's not about me. See this bedroom? I'm going to try and pan around as best as I can. Yeah, she painted that right when we moved in here. That was the first thing that we did. Or rather, she did. She took the initiative because she wanted to make it look nice. I was like, awesome. But the point of her moving back home is that would be her room. No pressure for anything. Just take a step back from the whole mess. Catch your breath. Breathe. Heal. I mean, that's why I want her to be in that room and not in the main bedroom with me. Because I don't want her to feel pressured for anything. Don't feel right. I'm not ready for that. And... I don't know what to say. I mean, if it did come down to something like that, I would probably say no. I can't do that. It don't feel right. Yeah. So, I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Sorry my thoughts are so jumbled up and this is taking forever. Yeah, I've had a lot on my mind recently. And, well, on the plus side, I got a job interview tomorrow, so that makes me feel good. At least I'm doing something to keep my word, because the original agreement for this house was she puts up the money to get it, I put in the work to make it happy, make it useful, happy, and up and running. Well, I sure busted my ass on this place. Oh boy. Yeah, I worked my ass off for months. Yeah. I mean, I got pictures of when we started on it, and y'all can see it now. It's pretty darn nice, if I say so myself. Yeah, I put in a shit ton of hard work here. I mean, when we got the house, the plumbing was wrecked. I mean, just turning on the water underneath at the main valve, it was gushing at the bathroom because pipes had frozen and broken. The toilet, when we moved in, the toilet tank, it was a solid block of ice. Robin was in there for like 2 or 3 hours with a heat gun, a hammer, and a screwdriver chipping it away. And while she was doing that, I was cleaning up the kitchen and making it usable. So yeah, after 3 or 4 attempts at repairing what was already there, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore in good faith. Because if it breaks there or holds there, it's going to break somewhere else. So I was like, no, I gotta fix this the right way. And I ended up having to replumb the entire supply side of the house from scratch. That took forever. It's a long, slow, tedious process because I don't take shortcuts. And you can see one of the main lines that goes from the kitchen, which is over there, over to the corner, drops down the corner, goes through the pink bedroom, and then finally to the bathroom. So yeah, I had to do that, and there was another issue as well. And the hot water tank that came with the house was leaking like a sieve. It was just beyond saving. I sure as hell tried to save it, but trying to deal with rust, corrosion, all sorts of nasties, this thing was puking at the fittings. It was just done for. So, I mean, I can't remember how long I spent messing with that, but it was like days, weeks. Yeah, I mean, just trying to get the little fitting nipples out of it. They were like 3/4 inch NPT by 2 or 3 inch long. Yeah, they were rusted in there. They had been in there forever, and it took a 2-foot long pipe wrench, a 5-foot long extension bar, which is basically the jack handle from my 3-ton jack, and about 200 foot-pounds of torque on the end of that to break them loose. So that's roughly 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. So I put new nipples in there, and it was still puking. That's when I was like, no more. This thing is trash. And all the plumbing for the hot water tank, shower, all that garbage, it was a giant mess of fittings, adapters, and looping copper lines when there was no reason for it. It's like, hey, we have 5 feet of extra copper pipe. Let's use it. No, don't do that. Anyway, that had been a big mess, and replumbing the entire house has been a godsend. Because it's all fresh pipe now, nothing leaks, thank God. It just took a while to build. And, alright, I'm gonna kind of cross the line here, but Back in February, Robin ended up in a hospital for 3 days. I won't mention where or when or why, out of respect, but during that time, where was I? I was plumbing the kitchen. Yeah. I had the fridge pulled out, and at 2 in the morning, I was gluing pipe together. First night, well, that was the second night that I was doing that. First night, I was underneath the house extracting the main water umbilical line from where it originally went in down in the bathroom, taking it apart, cleaning it up, rebuilding it, and then rerouting it to the kitchen. Yeah, that sucked. I mean, I got no words for it. It was dirty, it was nasty. My hands were black from all this. There was like mountains of torn, melted, nastified, dirty, nails and adjectives, insulation, dead heat tape, working heat tape, more heat tape, anything that could have possibly been thrown at the problem with no thought happened to that. And I don't fix that. I don't like doing that. I don't like fixing other people's fuck-ups. It drives me apeshit. But it's fixed. I spent the time cleaning it up, making it good, making it pretty, rewrapping it, re-insulating it, retaping it, reheat taping it. That way it works. And it works damn well. Then I rerouted the main entry down into here, a low main valve, and from there it goes into the closet behind it, and then splits to the kitchen, bathroom, and goes on the sink and all that, blah blah blah. Yeah. So, I've done my best. It was a shitty situation. It was a lot more work than we initially thought, but I stuck with it. Because that's what you do. I mean, if you honestly want to be a stepdad, measure up. Step up. I mean, that's kind of the point. The dad that steps up. Stepdad. Coincidence? Who knows? But yeah. At every turn, since January, since we got this house, I've always tried to do the right thing. I've pushed myself, pushed as hard as I could to get it up and running as quick as possible, because that was my end of the deal. And as soon as I got it up and running, everything was up to par. Job time. So I did. And I did it again. And again, and again, and again. So, certain jobs don't work out. Okay, move on. Don't stay stuck in the same spot. Don't dwell on it. And that's part of my ADHD coping mechanism for job shit. I mean, ADHD, a little bit of depression, anxiety, it's all in there. Long story made short, how I deal with it now is kind of simple. If a job doesn't work out and I have to leave it for whatever reason, the rest of the day I take off from stress to just catch my breath, get my head back in order, do what I gotta do to take care of me, and the next day I get back on it. And it works. Works damn well, because, well, I give myself time to take care of me. And that's what I think Robin needs most. Time to take care of her. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to post this on YouTube, Facebook, whatever just yet. But I just needed to get my thoughts out there. And, yeah. Anyway. The tarot card reading that I did on the 24th says that things are going to come full circle pretty quick in July. So, we're halfway through July. So, I guess we just have to wait it out. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick little run through of the house. Here is the bathroom. She painted it blue because it's a nice happy color. Same color that we ended up painting the bathroom in Columbus. And yeah, here's the shower setup. Pretty straightforward. These are this whole setup thingy, it was already there. And I thought it was broken, thought it had to be replaced, but thankfully it didn't. So I got lucky, had to put in a new faucet and all new plumbing. I mean, plumbing was a disaster when we got the house. So redoing it was a good thing. And since the water heater tank was shot to hell, had a brainstorm, hopped on eBay, and got these awesome little tankless water heaters. And redid that and made it all pretty. So yeah, one in the bathroom to feed everything in the bathroom, such as shower, sink, washer, yeah. And one in the kitchen that feeds the sink and the dishwasher. Yeah, this place didn't have the plumbing for a dishwasher. I did that. And okay, there had been one huge problem with this place. Not in terms of supply line, but the other half of the equation. The drains. I mean, let me catch my breath for a second. I had been fighting clogged kitchen sink drain for months. Whoever lived here last, they weren't all there. I think they were just cuckoo. Yeah, because what I had been digging out of there for months on end, cat hair, cat litter, and tons of grease, all sorts of nasties, and I don't know what else, and probably I don't want to think about that either. But it finally came to a head where I had to just crawl under the house with the jigsaw and cut open the main line that went to the kitchen sink drain. Pour like a pound of lye crystals down it and start dumping water to melt the shit down. And yeah, while I was cutting it open, I got a 2nd degree burn on my hand. Yeah, I never knew you could get a burn from a jigsaw blade cutting plastic pipe. Who knew? But yeah, cut it open. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, just thinking about the smell that came out of there just makes me want to puke. Yeah, I don't want to discuss it. It was just the worst kind of smell that I've ever encountered. But I'll leave it to your imagination on how to describe it, but yeah, that was like torture. But I did it. I cleared the drain out. Thank God it finally works. Yeah. And that's when I finished up the sink plumbing, replaced the faucet, plumbed in the dishwasher, wired in the dishwasher. Yeah, it just took forever because of previous owner negligence, stupidity, fill in the blank. Yeah. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes in life things take longer than we expect. Especially when it comes to forgiveness and second chances when you do something stupid. I did something stupid and I'm gonna have to live with that one. As for what she did, no words need to be said about it. Because she knows what happened and we can just leave it at that. So yeah. I guess to close this out, Robin does need some help, and that's going to have to be one of the conditions for her coming back. That she gets help, and the financial issues that we were having, those are going to be fixed once and for all. Because I'm not willing to go through that stuff again. It's not good for me, it's not good for her, it's not good for the house, or her kids, or whatever. It's just not fair to anyone to have to go through arguments about money that can be realistically, rationally avoided. So she's going to have to learn all over again how to manage money, and it'll end up being my way. So Those are the main two conditions that are on my mind about her moving back, so, yeah. Oh boy, this video is 25 minutes long. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess I just needed to get my thoughts out there and say, hey, I'm willing to give her a second chance. I'm willing to look stupid for it. Again. But, you gotta show some good faith. You gotta show me something like you're trying. You gotta show some effort. And impress me. And the first part of impressing me is one simple thing. Admit the problem. Without that, there's no point in doing anything more. So, and part of admitting the problem is being honest with yourself. I mean, sure, I have a lot of issues, a lot of stress on my plate too. Like, for example, my expedition. I was doing the tune-up, finishing a tune-up I should say, over the past couple days. I take out cylinder 3 spark plug, and part of the threaded insert, I think it was a helicoil, came off on the plug. So, can't put a new plug in. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I'm upset about it because the shop that put those plugs in, Heston's Auto Service in Lancaster, Ohio, yeah, they apparently over-torqued it, compressed the fitting, and it ripped in half on removal. So, yeah, I'm not happy about that. But I'm not going to dwell on stuff I can't deal with. I simply buttoned the truck up as best as I could. It's going to have to run on 6 cylinders for now, because I have one more misfire on number 7. But point is, the truck runs. I can go to work. I have an interview tomorrow, and that's what I'm going to do. Because sitting on my ass, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of sitting on my butt just waiting for life to happen. Life is about getting out there and doing stuff, not just sitting on your butt watching TV all day. No, that's why I don't have any kind of television service at all. Because television bores me to hell. I mean, excuse me. Hang on a sec. Savannah, what are you doing? What are you doing, baby girl? You want to say hi? Oh. Hello, Savannah. Yeah. She just wanted to say hi and play. But yeah. TV, I have no use for it anymore. I haven't had cable or anything like that since 2003? Yeah. I've not wanted to watch television for 15 years. And in my teen years, I would play video games because I was a weird kid. I was lonely all the time because, well, I had ADHD, depression, anxiety, the whole mess, and I was still trying to figure out how the fuck to deal. So I just kind of put myself in playing Nintendo all the time. And now that I'm in my 30s, I got a Nintendo Switch, again, PS2, dedicated laptop for anything older, and I barely touch them. It just reminds me of being lonely. I mean, I can play Mario Kart for a little bit, but I just don't want to anymore. I guess, just like in the tarot reading that I did on the 24th, it's time to move forward in life. Time to level up and go to the next step. I mean, from video games, I went into car stuff, and I'm not a mechanic. I don't want to be a mechanic because regular cars drive me nuts. I only like to work on stuff that I want to, like my RX-7. And occasionally my Expedition because necessary. But beyond that, I have no need to do any car stuff. But those are some skills that I would like to pass on to what would eventually be my stepkids, Robin's children. So, yeah. Teach them about how to do an oil change, rotate tires, you know, normal stuff. Now I taught her how to do an oil change in a parking lot in the dead of winter and like a foot of snow. So I think I might know a few things or two. Anyway, video games bore me. Television, oh god, no. I'm getting tired of turning wrenches on vehicles anymore, so it's time to do something different. So this week I put in like 30 to 40 applications through Indeed. Actually, it was last week, but yeah. I put in at least 30. I don't know what the numbers are, but numbers on how to... I don't know, I don't give a shit. But I put in over 30 applications, so I'm doing what I can do to pull myself up. But I gotta see the same kind of good faith. Anyway, I guess that's just kind of my thoughts of the day. Just wanted to give you a quick run around through the house so y'all can see it and see how much has gone into this place since we got it. So yeah, Robin, I really wish you would come home, but I'm not going to pressure you. I'm simply not. You'll have your own bedroom so you can take care of you and get back to an even keel. And until you are actually ready, capable, etc. to handle anything more than that, my advice to you is simple. Take the ring off. The one that you're wearing, take it off, give it back to him, tell him you're not ready. Because otherwise you're just kind of living a lie, and that's not good for you. Nothing works right when you lie to yourselves. So that's my thoughts of the day, middle of July. And I guess we'll just pick it up whenever I feel inspired again. So, alright. Have a good day, y'all. God bless.